Americans like you deserve both.
See ya, boys.
Colbert's got a new late show with Kerry Washington tonight on CBS.
The new season's in full swing.
Everyone's forgotten who runs this rally.
Friday, find out the fan favorite episode number 9.
You're the cop she was supposed to kill.
As we count down to number 1, Blue Bloods Classics on CBS.
It's the most spectacular time of the year. I'll help you plan your haunted house tours along with your full forecast. Live from downtown Marquette, it's your 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, the death toll rises in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict as more airstrikes push the numbers higher. What President Biden and the Israeli Prime Minister said today about the crisis. Plus, the new state program announced today that aims to grow Michigan's economy and population by attracting more talent here. And why the city of Negaunee created a Trails Committee and who's part of it. Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Here, I have a feeling we're going to sound like a broken record this week. Just cool, cloudy, and rainy, and the same goes for tonight.
Yep, that's pretty much us.
That's it. That's
broken
the forecast.
record or just like a hit, right?
A hit, yes. That single that you just keep listening to over and over again.
Let it drop. Yeah, so basically what Sarah said, we've got clouds, rain showers continuing. We'll see those slow down, though, on Wednesday evening, and then we're expecting sunnier and drier conditions on Thursday. And then, again, we've got these chilly nights. Tonight, though, I don't think we'll be down in the low 30s, but we could see mid to upper 30s. Full forecast after the break.
Thank you very much, Ariane. The death toll from the weekend terror attack on Israel rose above 1,000 today as more bodies were discovered. And Palestinian officials say close to 900 Gaza residents have died in retaliatory airstrikes. President Biden spoke with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu today. Natalie Brandt has the report from the White House.
Our hearts may be broken, but our resolve is clear.
Vowing the U.S. will stand with Israel, President Biden called the Hamas terrorist attacks an act of sheer evil.
More than 1,000 civilians slaughtered, not just killed, slaughtered in Israel. Among them, at least 14 American citizens killed. Parents butchered using their bodies to try to protect their children.
On day 4 of the war that followed the attack, Hamas continued to launch rockets into Israel, many intercepted by the Iron Dome defense system. Hundreds of Palestinians have been killed by Israeli Gaza airstrikes. Israel says it's destroying weapons storage and infrastructure used by Hamas, which is designated a terrorist group by the U.S.
The administration says 20 or more Americans are unaccounted for. It's unclear how many of them are being held hostage. The U.S. is sharing intelligence to help with hostage recovery.
This is personal for us, and it's personal for the American people with their bonds with the Israeli people.
The magnitude of the devastating attacks by Hamas is still emerging.
This neighborhood was brutally attacked and slaughtered. They burned everything and make sure that no one gets out of here alive.
The United States is enhancing its defense posture in the region to send a message of deterrence.
Let there be no doubt. The United States has Israel's back.
And Secretary of State Antony Blinken plans to arrive in Israel on Thursday.
Officials say the USS Gerald R. Ford carrier strike group has arrived in the far eastern Mediterranean to surge U.S. military presence as a deterrent to prevent other nations from entering the conflict. And as we still see the conflict continuing, Congressman Jack Bergman says the world is watching how allies respond. Over the weekend, the Secretary of Defense announced the U.S. is bolstering its posture in the region to help with deterrence efforts by sending weapons and warships to the Mediterranean. Bergman says he cautions to be careful moving ships into a small space like the Mediterranean where they could be more vulnerable. The congressman says he's concerned the Biden administration is not showing enough strength on foreign policy. And overall, he says they are supporting the Israelis through weapons and intelligence and is horrified about the attacks on innocent civilians.
It's not enough to say our hearts go out. I'm going to say more definitively, we stand with Israel unequivocally 100%, and we will not quit, we as the United States, on Israel, nor any of our other partners worldwide when this kind of inhuman, animalistic behavior occurs. This is so wrong on all counts.
The big question Congressman Bergman says he wants answered is what failed. He says he wants to know, as part of an international community, how we missed the signs of this attack before it happened. House GOP members are eager to avoid a drawn-out spectacle like this past January when it took 15 votes to elect Kevin McCarthy as the Speaker of the House. So they're now holding a series of closed-door meetings tonight and tomorrow morning, hoping to come to an agreement amongst themselves on who should be the next Speaker of the House before taking the nomination to the House floor for a public vote. But as Michael George reports from New York, they're having a hard time uniting behind one person, and their indecisiveness could slow down more military support for Israel.
House Republicans are meeting behind closed doors, hoping to unify behind one candidate for Speaker of the House in order to avoid a repeat of January, when it took 15 votes on the House floor to elect Kevin McCarthy.
I think we're going to do this within the Republican family behind closed doors because, quite frankly, I don't want to repeat what we did on the floor with multiple candidates, and neither did the candidates that are up.
Majority Leaders Steve Scalise of Louisiana and Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan are the leading contenders making their pitch to Republican colleagues. But neither have the support of the majority, raising concerns that this could be a protracted battle.
There's going to have to be a real reckoning within the conference here about the path forward.
The House can't vote on any legislation until a speaker is elected. Lawmakers can't even put out a resolution officially denouncing the war in Israel.
We've got to get back on track. This is a dangerous world right now. Let me say it again. We stand strongly with Israel. The House needs to get back to work.
President Biden is calling on Congress to pass a bill sending more weapons to Israel to use in its war against Hamas.
We're going to ask them to take urgent action to fund the national security requirements of our critical partners. This is not about party or politics. This is about the security of our world.
The White House may also try to include aid for Ukraine in a bill providing aid for Israel. While there is broad support within the House Republican caucus to support Israel, there's a growing list of GOP members opposed to spending more money on the war in Ukraine.
Congressmen received a secure briefing about the war in Israel this afternoon ahead of the GOP House Republican meeting to talk about the Speaker election. In Lansing, Governor Gretchen Whitmer has announced an initiative to boost Michigan's population and grow its economy. The You Can in Michigan campaign launched today and was created to help attract and retain workers and talent in the state. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has the report.
Comprehensively, it's the largest scale talent attraction campaign and effort in the United States.
In her What's Next address earlier this year, Governor Whitmer discussed her plans to focus on new ways to increase the population and retain workers in Michigan. The campaign announced today, You Can in Michigan, is a part of that goal. It's a talent attraction marketing campaign that the Michigan Economic Development and Growing Michigan Together councils have launched nationally.
And I'm confident the You Can in Michigan campaign will help move Michigan forward and bring more talent and prosperity to the Great Lakes state.
The MEDC's Senior Vice President Michelle Grinnell says the campaign is focused mostly on 12 different markets nationwide, from New York and Washington, D.C. to San Francisco, Atlanta, and Austin, with the goal of attracting more people to tech and advanced manufacturing jobs.
We're looking to bring employees and people interested in mobility, electric vehicles, semiconductors, chips, clean energy, the biosciences, advanced agribusiness, fintech, and insurance tech.
As a part of the campaign, the MichiganLife.org was launched. It's a campaign site with features that calculate cost of living, advertise major industries, and a career portal to help with job navigation and placement. The platform is run by an AI called Future Fit.
I'm proud to say Michigan is the first state in the nation to utilize Future Fit's technology for economic development purposes. that are tied to talent attraction and retention goals.
An initial $59 million investment of state funds was made to launch the campaign. Governor Whitmer says that with around 200 stakeholders involved statewide, they're confident UCAN and Michigan will inspire entrepreneurs and workers to fill jobs and grow the economy and the population. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
You can learn more about the campaign at themichiganlife.org. We also have more information on our website and our mobile news app. The city of Negaunee is introducing a new committee aimed at growing its recreational economy. The Special Advisory Committee on Economic Impacts of Recreational Trails is made up of officials from the biking, snowmobiling, and ORV community. The group is tasked with handling repairs and future plans for the recreational trails throughout Negaunee. The city manager says the city has recently been more focused on its recreational economy.
Sit here and other people from the street can just come up and say what they think about trails, but actually listening and talking to those people who are in the thick of it all the time that mean more than just a person's, one person or a couple people's opinions off the street.
The first meeting will be focused on organization and scheduling, but a date has not yet been set. Gwinn Area Community Schools has promoted its interim superintendent to the permanent position. Dr. Sarah Croney began at the district in August following the resignation of Brandon Bruce in June. Croney has previously served as a superintendent in Wisconsin. She says her top priority is to improve student curriculum. Under her leadership, the district has already purchased updated educational programs.
Where we need to do our best in the ELA as well. It'll increase our test scores. Student achievement is big. We have to stay on top of it.
Croney says she plans on staying for at least the next 2 years and is open to staying on board even longer. In Dickinson County tonight, the Northern Lights YMCA is opening swim season for the year. 50 swimmers aged 6 to 18 took to the lanes to get in shape for the long season ahead. Endurance is the big focus for their early season practices. Swimmers already have their sights set on state competition, which isn't until March, but the head coach says 2 new meets are coming back this year as the team builds itself back up from a pandemic lull. The head coach says she's looking forward to a great season.
Great coaches that help out, great kids and families, and it's always my favorite time of the year is when it's swim season. During COVID, we lost a lot of swimmers just because there wasn't really much of competition, and so we've been working on building our team, and we partner with Delta.
The swimmers will have their first home meet next month. Your first morning weather forecast is coming up after this break, plus how you can get your hands on some solar eclipse glasses to view the spectacle over the UP this weekend. And as the weather starts to turn, the United Auto Workers Union is asking for donations to keep strikers warm on the picket lines. We're back in 2 minutes.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Shop our huge selection of Amish-crafted dining room sets at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Browse our large in-stock collection and customize with a special order. With 1-year no-interest financing available, plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture today.
Another thrilling week to play football. The NFL on CBS. Catch all the action this week on WZMQ 19. Sunday's game features the Seattle Seahawks against the Cincinnati Bengals at 1 p.m. See you this Sunday for the NFL on WZMQ 19, home of the 2024 Super Bowl.
Pictionary here on WZMQ TV 19.
IRS, open up.
The IRS is the most feared agency in the country and has the power to seize assets, garnish wages, and even put you in jail for back taxes and unfiled tax returns. Don't be a victim. Call Kick IRS right now and let us kick those IRS problems out of your life once and for all. Our powerful team of tax experts will fight hard for you and will not stop until we've resolved your tax problems on your terms. And if you qualify, we may even reduce or eliminate your tax debt altogether. No more sleepless nights wondering when the IRS IRS is going to come after you. Take control of your tax problems today and make the phone call. We have an A rating with the Better Business Bureau, and we offer a 100% written guarantee, so there's nothing to lose and everything to gain. The consultation is free and the phone call is free. So pick up the phone right now and kick those IRS problems out of your life once and for all.
Call 800-871-9227. That's 800-871-9227. 800-871-9227.
WZMQ 19, CBS for the Upper Peninsula.
Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasek.
Our winds primarily coming out of the west and northwest, as well as just the north, and we'll stick with that for a little bit longer. Those gusts have finally settled down just a little bit, but we could have them return this weekend as we've got some unsettled patterns continuing. For our temps right now, we're in the 40s. We could see some upper 30s this evening. Most of that is going to be along this Wisconsin border in Iron River and Iron Mountain, where we're expecting the coolest temperatures. But our day tomorrow will warm up to about maybe 55, but still in that 45-degree range. And then Thursday, we're expecting warmer temperatures in the day, but check out these evening temps, possibly 35 to 45. Sorry, tomorrow could be even cooler, 30 to 45 degrees. So if the furnace isn't on, you might want to do it tomorrow. Okay, let's check out what we've been seeing the past couple of hours. A lot of that precipitation we saw earlier still heading in an eastward direction, maybe circling back around, especially up there in Canada, where they could be seeing some snow flakes. I know, nothing on the radar currently as far as snow is concerned, but we do have some scattered showers over to the west, down in the south, and especially over here in Schoolcraft and Luce County. That's kind of be the story for the next couple of hours, I should say, into our morning. We should be dry, maybe some sunshine down in the southwest corner, and then a lot of that precipitation coming off of Lake Superior. We'll see it mostly along that north coast, but it'll make its way down south. However, we're expecting it to be drier down there. And then on Thursday, maybe some sprinkles here and there. Other than that, we should have more sunshine and fairly dry conditions even into the evening, as we've got partly cloudy, maybe mostly clear skies. If you're heading to Chassell or in Chassell tomorrow, 30% chance of showers for the morning, and those temperatures, about 43 degrees before we warm up to maybe 50 midday. That sun poking out just a little bit before we expect partly cloudy skies. And then Friday and Saturday, the Lake Superior Performance Rally. I focused on Sidna for Friday, and around 4 p.m. that temperature will be about 46 degrees. Cloudy conditions expected on both days. And then Marquette, I focused on that for Saturday, but it's pretty much the same forecast for both of those days for that event. So if you're headed out there, expect to get possibly sprayed by some mud. All right, our 7-day outlook for Marquette. We've got that pro rally there on Friday and Saturday. And then Saturday, we also have the Dryland Dash, the UP 200, taking place in Negaunee. I'll have the outlook for that in about 15, but those temperatures really chilly, and then chances, of course, of showers as well. And if you haven't seen some of these fall photos, my goodness, Lake Superior photo.com, Sean Malone, absolutely. I think this looks a little spooky. What do you think, Sarah?
A little spooky, but the fall colors kind of, make it pretty. The Escanaba Public Library is giving out special glasses so people can view a solar eclipse this Saturday. The annular solar eclipse will be partially visible in the UP Saturday around 12:56 p.m. Looking at a solar eclipse with the naked eye can cause serious harm, so the library is giving out these eclipse-safe glasses provided by the Star Library Network and funded by the NASA at My Library project.
Offering these glasses for free so people can enjoy them, and then they can come in and get books about the eclipse, or they can look up articles about eclipses. It might be just a fun little gateway to get in the library and say, hey, what else can I learn about this?
Supplies are limited, as the library will offer free glasses again for the total solar eclipse in April. We're coming up on a month since the first wave of UAW members went on strike, and as temperatures are dipping, there's a call out for donations from those on the picket line. Andres Gutierrez is at the Ford, Michigan Assembly Plant in Wayne.
Although bargaining teams are actively talking, those close to the discussion say they are nowhere near reaching a tentative agreement. Some are hammering out language, others are still tackling key economic demands from the union. Out here, spirits among members on the picket line remain high, but they're bracing for the elements.
Oh, the weather's going to play a part. It's cold outside now. We're prepared. It's just keeping the momentum up, and that's what we're trying to do.
At any given time, there are 18 burn barrels along the perimeter of the Ford, Michigan assembly plant, keeping picketers warm. Keeping them going 24 hours a day is a job in itself.
Non-stop work just to clean the barrels, keep the areas clean, keep the areas loaded up with wood. It's never ending. I don't know that we can necessarily say we're prepared. We just keep going.
The firewood is coming from other locals, other unions, and from all over the community. It's a hot commodity with fall setting in. However, that's not all.
We knew to prepare, but a lot of people didn't prepare. So we're trying to give as much resources as we can.
Members of Local 900, among the first to go on strike, have received their first check from the union strike fund. But there is only so much $500 a week can cover. And so besides the food boxes donated by United Way, items in this makeshift pantry help them get by until the next check.
We're constantly replenishing, so what you see on the table can disappear by the end of the day or the middle of the day.
So what are they in most need of?
Diapers, wipes, pull-ups, all sizes, toiletries, paper towel, toilet tissue, body wash.
They're accepting donations at all hours of the day at their hall on Michigan Avenue across the street from the assembly plant.
Anything you have, don't think that you have to donate in abundance. Don't think that you have to come in here with loads of stuff or cases of diapers. If you bring in one package of diapers, that's helping.
And it's the ongoing support keeping spirits strong.
The main concern now is when we're going to go back, but we know that we want a good contract, so we're out here for the fight. We're going to fight till it's over.
Still ahead tonight, taking a moment and marking World Mental Health Day, the UK campaign that's bringing awareness to growing mental health issues worldwide and ways to address it.
Since the 15th century, Antwerp, Belgium has been the city for diamonds. Erickson Jewelers is going overseas to this diamond capital soon to handpick directly from a sparkling selection unlike any in the world. Tell us what you're looking for and we'll use our connections to personally find it in Antwerp's famous diamond district. This is a special opportunity that allows us to negotiate the best options and value for you. Find out how Erickson Jewelers can bring home your one-of-a-kind Antwerp diamond.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards. Mastercraft makes great doors inside and out, building the highest quality doors in a wide selection of styles. Pick up this Half Moon light steel door for $284.99 after rebate. Finish your projects with a foam sealant you can rely on. Loctite expanding spray foam fills, seals, and insulates windows and door jambs without bowing. Right now, pick up Loctite tight window and door foam for just $649 after 11% off.
Save big money at Menards.
There are a lot of things out there going viral. But this fall and winter, you can help keep your immune system from going viral and help protect it from the flu virus and the COVID-19 virus by getting your vaccinations. You can get both vaccines at the same time. The world has enough going viral these days. Talk to your healthcare provider.
Meet Mike Baxter, pioneer.
Dad, how do you kill an elk?
Wait outside the lodge until last call, then hit it with a tire iron. Frontiersman.
Pheasant hunting is ridiculous. All the running and the chasing and the fetching.
That's what the dog's for.
But Maddie did such a good job. Who's a good girl?
Legend. I have a 60-year-old truck and a 30-year-old marriage. You should be happy that I am stuck in my old ways.
I do love that truck.
No wonder he's the last man standing.
You're watching the award-winning WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Sarah Blakely.
Today, October 10th, is World Mental Health Day. It's raising awareness about the 1 in 8 people globally living with mental health conditions. In the daily rat race, it can be hard to remember to take a moment for yourself. So one campaign out of the UK is urging people to close their eyes and reflect, all in the name of mental health. Ian Lee has the report.
Wrangling 2-year-old Cole takes all of Daryl Baker's attention. As you can imagine, finding time for herself is hard.
I have felt like sometimes you are drowning when I became a mum.
Then Daryl took a moment.
Just closing your eyes and shutting the noise out.
Yeah, of course. Laura Jorno-Leggett and Ray Burmiston created the campaign during the dark days of COVID.
It's that moment we all need in the everyday. Close your eyes, disconnect, reconnect, and come back to the room.
Encouraging people to stop, close their eyes for a little self-care.
People who literally said, I know, you saved my life.
Yeah.
Like, I was going to do something today and I'm no longer going to do it. That's how powerful it can be.
Dozens of celebrities have lent their famous faces to the cause, like actors Idris Elba and Brian Cox, and musicians Adam Lambert and Brian May from Queen.
Adam was really into it. Brian knew nothing about the project, and he was really particular about getting a portrait that conveyed what he was feeling.
But it's not just the rich and famous peering down at London's National Portrait Gallery.
It doesn't matter if you're a celebrity, it doesn't matter who, a child, an adult, an older person, all of us will experience that moment of disconnect every day.
It was like someone threw a life jacket in, being reminded to not lose myself. It changes everything. It changes your outlook, it changes how you parent. I think you're more present.
Because no one is immune from mental health issues, everyone is encouraged to stop and take a moment.
If you'd like to participate in the campaign, just take a picture of yourself with your eyes closed and upload it to social media with the hashtag #TakeAMoment. Sweetest Day is next Saturday, primarily celebrated in the Midwest after it started in Cleveland more than 100 years ago to cherish the one you love. While more destinations and hotels are catering to couples wanting to get away to improve their relationships and intimacy, offering special packages, romantic touches, and some private experiences. Wendy Gillette reports on the trend from Miami.
John and Jen Henthorne from Sarasota, Florida, recently toasted the sunset at Sandals. They've stayed at 5 different Sandals resorts since getting married 16 years ago at one of the brand's St. Lucia hotels.
We get to kick back, relax, and just enjoy each other without any of the noise of work and day-to-day life. It's like you're in a paradise.
Yeah. Sandals resorts are adults only. South Coast offers plenty of romantic nooks, fresh flowers, and champagne at check-in with a butler to pop it open. In these new swim-up suites and over-the-water bungalows, rare in the Caribbean. In a survey released earlier this year, Sandals' own romance research shows 2/3 of respondents say it's challenging to find time for romance as they get busier. More than 50% won't let inflation stop them from taking a romantic trip this year, and nearly 3/4 say intimacy is more satisfying on a getaway.
I don't have to say anything. I just give you a thumbs up on that one.
Another hotel offering over-the-top romantic packages is the W South Beach here in Miami, which include upgrades to suites like this one.
We stayed at the hotels for special rates. Romance packages at the Beachfront W, which just underwent a $30 million refurbishment, can include a private couples training session, cocktail making class, couples spa visit and steam shower, and love sound bath meditation.
The aim of our programming is so that couples can engage, laugh, talk, and have fun.
The Sandals survey finds millennials are most likely to indulge in a romantic trip this year.
The report from Sandals also finds the top obstacles to romance in a relationship are finding the right setting, financial constraints, work and social obligations, and children. Well, after another cool night, the clouds stick around for tomorrow along with some scattered rain again. Ariane has the outlook on the way. And an old theater in Escanaba gets new life with a visit from the dead. The haunted house at the Old Michigan Theater is our final story after this.
Tonight, Colbert's got a new late show with Kerry Washington. And tomorrow, Senator John Fetterman. New Colbert on CBS.
All-wheel drive season is coming. Changes. Weather. Road conditions. What doesn't change? Toyota's commitment to giving you the freedom to explore. With more all-wheel drive choices, like the adventurous RAV4, America's best-selling SUV. Now get a new RAV4 with low 3.99 APR financing, or 4.99 on an electrified RAV4 hybrid, plus 2 years no-cost maintenance. Change is coming. Stay ahead with RAV4. Toyota. Let's go places. Pictionary.
Jump rope. Jump rope is correct!
Every weekday.
Weekdays at 9 on WZMQ CBS.
Jennifer Hudson Show. We're always happy to have Robin Thicke.
Great crowd, great crowd. Hi, baby.
They say, hey, husband. We may sing a little something for you.
I got the sweetest love.
Then, the story of this selfless paramedic will stun you.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ TV CBS, followed by 19 News at 6.
Home for CBS is WZMQ 19.
A little cool out there. Most of our temperatures in the 40s. We could see some upper 30s along this Wisconsin border. A few showers here and there in Luce County, where we'll likely see some showers tomorrow. Excuse me. Taking a look at our day for tomorrow, make sure you bundle your student up by noon. We'll expect those temperatures maybe in the mid 40s, but chances of showers mostly in the morning and then decreasing throughout the day. And then, yes, some haunted house tours. Let's head over to Old Michigan Theater in Escanaba. It's Friday and Saturday, pretty much the same forecast as of right now. Some breezy conditions, cloudy skies, showers, and around 6 o'clock, that temperature, 50 degrees dropping every hour to about 45. And then we also have the UP 200 Dryland Dash Saturday and Sunday in Negaunee. Similar forecast there during the day, mostly cloudy skies, some chances of showers and gusts expected as well. Escanaba, we're looking to dry up tomorrow.
Finally tonight, yes, an historic building in Escanaba is coming back to life this month for some Halloween scares. The Old Michigan is hosting its second annual haunted house this Friday and Saturday. The theater will also show The Shining and A Nightmare on Elm Street throughout the month. The Old Michigan's owners will use the money raised to continue renovations on the building with the goal of fully reopening it as a second-run theater and arcade.
A lot of people who grew up with this building, who saw movies here when they were kids. We really enjoyed just interacting with everyone, and even the people working and the people who came through all had a good time last year. So it's a lot of hard work, but it's worth it.
To guarantee a time slot in the haunted house, guests are encouraged to buy tickets in advance online. We have all those details at WZMQ19.com. Do you like haunted houses?
No,
Yeah.
but I do like classic movies like The Shining and
I don't
Nightmare on Elm Street. They're so old.
I don't like
and cheesy.
any. No, it still is scary because I will have dreams about it for the rest of my life.
Just don't.
It's too late.
The wait is over. England Furniture's quick shipping is back at Kirkish Furniture. Choose your style and fabric and receive your furniture in as little as 30 days. Browse our in-stock selection or let our staff help you customize the perfect sofa or chair. Plus 1 year free financing and free delivery.
Tonight, Colbert's got a new late show with Kerry Washington. And tomorrow, Senator John Fetterman. New Colbert on CBS.